The most loving parents and relatives commit murder with smiles on their faces. They force us to destroy the person we really are, a subtle kind of murder. Hello everyone, my name is Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first book review of 2019. If you saw my 2019 resolutions video, you'll know that doing more book reviews is one of my resolutions for the year, and I am kicking it off this year with a review of the very first book I finished in 2019, which is My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Braithwaite. This book is about a woman named Corday who is always cleaning up after her younger sister Ayola. Specifically, she always cleans up after Ayola murders her boyfriends. Though she doesn't always like it, she does it because she feels it is her responsibility as the older sister to make sure that her younger sister is safe. But when Ayola starts dating a handsome young doctor at the hospital that Corday works at, Corday isn't sure if she wants to keep protecting her sister, and the story kind of unfolds from there. The first thing I want to say about this book is that it is a work of satire. It really plays on the tropes of a mystery thriller, and it turns those on their heads and kind of makes them funny to read. It obviously comes across as a mystery because Ayola is killing her boyfriends, but she's never gotten caught, and though she's done it 3 times, she doesn't seem to feel the inclination to stop or to even protect herself, which is very interesting. And I think that though the book could have focused more on that, the central aspect of the story is the relationship between Corday and Ayola. You'd think that she'd just stop cleaning up after her sister. At the start of the book, she's already killed 3 men, but she doesn't. She continues to help and she continues to protect her in any way that she can. It's obvious that Corday and Ayola love each other, but it's also pretty obvious that they don't really like each other, and so that kept the book very interesting. I listened to this book on audio and I really loved the audiobook narrator. I think she captured the voice of Corday, and she also captured the satirical nature of the story, and she kept it interesting, she kept it light, she laughed at times and really just played up the story. And it's always nice when an audiobook narrator really gets what the story is about and can enhance the reading experience even more. The book itself is only 226 pages and all the chapters are very short, and therefore the audiobook itself was very short, and I really appreciated that. It was short, sweet, to the point, and it was a real page turner. It kept me listening. I finished it in like 2 days. I probably would have finished it in 1 if I hadn't had to go to work, but I just loved it. I loved that it was so short and compact, but packed such a punch at the same time. My only real complaint for the book is that even though I did like that it was short and to the point, I didn't feel like I had enough time to connect with the characters and really start to sympathize and empathize with them. I wanted to get to know more about the sisters. I wanted to know more about their history, and I wanted to know more about how their relationship came to be the way it was. And though we did get some hints of that, we did touch on a little bit of their past and their relationship with their parents, I felt like we could have gotten more. I felt like if it was just a tiny bit longer and just added a little bit more in, then it would have been a perfect book for me. So overall, while this book may have an interesting premise, a girl who keeps murdering her boyfriends and a sister who keeps cleaning up after her, it's really not about that. It's really more about the bonds of sisterhood, what it means to be a family, and what happens when the bond of blood versus water is tested. I thought it was very smart. I thought it was very witty. I thought it was just overall a really fantastic book, and I'm super happy that it was my first read of 2019. While it may not have been a perfect 5-star read for me, it really started the year on a high note. I loved it and I would definitely recommend it. I would definitely recommend the audiobook. Overall, just a really fantastic story, and I'm so glad that I decided to read it. So that is really it for this video. Those are all my thoughts on My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyinkan Braithwaite. Let me know down in the comments if you've read this book and you have similar or different opinions to mine. I'd really love to know. Obviously, always be wary of spoilers. If you want to talk about spoilers, feel free to DM me or give a good warning in your comment that you're going to spoil something, because I'm always looking for a discussion. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!